chat quite, we can, but it's small, so.
I'm working on it.
We're gonna pull it up on a different phone. But, yeah, it's been a long day.
Yes.
We've all been working, well, you've been working all day, Ember's been working me all day, and I'm trying to work now.
Right. Well, we're and Gary's been outside doing stuff too.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean,
A bit of a work day.
It's been a work day, but a different kind of a work day.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, at least for us, not necessarily building. And you two, you do the bus builds. We're not building nothing on the bus today.
Just editing for us, and then Gary's doing all the labor today.
There you go, Lydia.
Let's see, Emmy. George Peach is in the house. Drew's in the house.
What's going on, everybody?
Let's see. Paul Honeyman said, remember to hit the thumbs up on your way in. You still have time to put the kettle on.
Yeah.
I think that was a while back. They were probably waiting.
Oh, right.
George Peach said, Paul, what time is it there in the UK, right?
Yeah, he's in England.
Charles said, will there be anybody watching anyone else's back on this live chat? Nope, gotta go over to a Bus Live Story for that.
Yeah, we were watching a Bus Life Story premiere last night, and yeah, that was pretty. It was literally right when I opened it up. That was like the first thing that we saw. I was like, "What is going on here?"
It's like, oh my goodness, do I need to just not come back? Is that what y'all are trying to tell me? Pat Ridgen said, now there's an awesome combination. Leave her wild alongside SLR. Two of the strongest women that are living today. Amber's going to grow up and be strong. Also glad to see your safe cheerleader.
That is.
Oh, thank you.
That is an amazing compliment.
Yeah.
That's wow.
People are excited for this live chat. Lindsay said, hey, gang, gang. Drew said, gang.
Gang, gang.
What's going on? She was telling me about y'all's gang, gang stuff yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
I think it was. It was last night. If not last night, then the night before.
Karen said, good afternoon from Spokane, Washington. That's where I was born.
Very beautiful place. Very, very beautiful place.
Let's see. Brazos Valley Sohe. Patty S said, good to see Jaylena with you too. I follow both of your channels.
That's awesome. Thank you.
A Bus Life Story and Levi the Giant just jumped in.
What's going on, guys?
Isaac said, yo, he's got a Ridge Life t-shirt.
Yeah.
Brenda said, those guys are acting up so badly. We need to get back. They're having a little too much time unsupervised.
Yeah, the boss needs to get back. Isn't that right, Amber?
Isn't that right?
Isn't that right?
You
Isn't
gotta
that
back them
right? Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Debbie said, Jaylena and Amber are living their best life adventuring. We are, but we do miss Dad a lot.
I tell you what, it was really cute when Jaylena first came out of the bus and we first were saying our hellos and everything, right? We were just chatting a little bit, and I was mentioning how she was a bus baby and did she miss Daddy, and boy, did she get the biggest smile on her face. It was so cute. Little Gerber baby right here.
She's been fighting sleep all day, and Mel put her to sleep, and then she was able to lay her down, and as soon as I walked in the room, her eyes were like,
yeah, she smelled you.
yeah, she was on it.
No, not like, that's not a mean thing. Like babies, they know, they sense their mothers. Like all of my kids, we used to joke all the time, and whenever I would walk into the room, they'd be like, the babies, they just smell you. Like you just smell that you're there. You know, like they just know, they hear your voice, they feel your vibe, they miss you.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. They spent like their whole, you know, being created inside of you, listening to your heartbeat and stuff. So.
Let's see. Evita said it's 9:05 p.m. in the Netherlands. Was watching Jaylena when she lived in Terrell, Texas, and SLR when they W. I think they got cut off on their comment.
I've seen Evita's comment since, I think she's probably going to finish saying since we were in Arizona. She's been around for a very long time, been a very long time subscriber. Thank you for being here, Evita. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for hanging out in the live chat today.
Yes.
Tamara said, hi Jaylena and Amber, I hope you're enjoying my home state of Arkansas. I wish I had the time to meet you as you travel, though, maybe one day. Yeah, Arkansas is really beautiful.
Yeah.
The drive that I took to get here was so beautiful.
Yes.
I really enjoyed it.
You went through the northern part of the state, like the northwestern part, which is where there's a lot of college towns over there. It's kind of one of the more like poppin' parts of the state.
Yeah.
And it is so beautiful. That it's so colorful right now, and it's only going to keep popping more and more. By the end of this month, it's going to be just like what you see on calendars.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
When I go back to Dallas, I know it'll take me through Oklahoma. So do I backtrack from where I came and like?
To go to Dallas? No, you're probably going to go down.
You're probably going to go
towards,
down to Texarkana, Canada.
I was thinking like Arkadelphia, I think is what it was.
The
They're probably
fastest way it showed me on my GPS when I looked it up before I got here, it said, I don't know where at in Arkansas, but at some point I cross over into Oklahoma and it shoots me straight. Well, because I'm not going to Dallas, I'm going to Garland.
You can't, so you might, I guess, you know,
It
that's
was the
probably
fastest
another way.
route.
If you would go up maybe towards Fort Smith and then hop on the 40 and then go 40 over and then
I
that would be in
forgot what it is.
Oklahoma and then you'd go straight down from there.
Yeah, because originally I was gonna not go through Oklahoma at all and just take the back roads down, but I want to get there as fast as possible, and that's the fastest route is through Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we've only come from Dallas to Arkansas once because every time when we were moving, we never went down to Dallas. We only did that one time. And then and we never went from Arkansas to Dallas. It was from Dallas to Arkansas, and it wasn't even here because we were still searching and like trying to find our property.
Yeah.
And I think we went to Little Rock. We went to my sister's. We
Yeah,
went from
through-
Dallas to Little Rock. So
When I go to Nashville, you go up through Little Rock, you go that way into Tennessee.
Yeah.
So I know where that is, but it's not showing that way.
oh come on, at you two.
Oh, they got a bone.
They're fighting over a bone right now. Come
Yeah,
here,
it
Lee.
shows that we're gonna go
Come here.
down through Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But
It's a beautiful drive.
Yeah.
I've driven, not from here all the way, but I've driven that same route
Yes.
so many times.
Mhm.
But we'll be in Dallas tomorrow, so.
Yeah. I bet you're excited. Is your mom excited?
She is excited and like my friends are excited. It just sucks that my best friend Jessica is going to Vegas for work almost the entire time I'm gonna be there.
Back to our old stomping grounds,
Yeah.
Vegas. Wow.
Yeah,
Well-
so she's gonna come back on like the 27th, so I'm gonna stay until the end of the month so that I can see her and spend some time with her.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's super important. I know that this trip means like so much to you and like all your. Let me just say, I am so happy that we were included on this trip on the meeting the baby and like you know this whole thing. I know it's a very big thing for you to be traveling, you know, by yourself cross country with baby.
Yeah.
It's new and like you're taking her to see all the people and I'm just so excited and happy that like we're one of the stops. I'm just like,
well, we've
yay.
been talking about it for a long time, and like, God, it was so close to you, and I
Yeah.
was like, and it's not too far from Dallas, so
No.
it's like, it just makes sense to go to Gutted, then I was able to come see you guys, and then, you know, go to Dallas and see friends and family, and then I don't know what way I'm gonna take back, it's just gonna be the fastest route, but.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know if it would be fastest to go up towards like Fort Smith and then hop on the 40, or if it would be better to go down to like, I think it's Texarkana or Arkadelphia.
I think the fastest way was like a little over 5 hours if I go, I think through Fort Smith through Oklahoma. Or you can go down the other way like you're saying, but it's an extra hour.
Yeah, don't
Don't do that.
don't do the
Don't do
extra
that.
hour, especially with her,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna wanna get her out.
Well, 5 hours is like the perfect time because she's napping longer right now.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna go get the other dog a bone because look at the hair on her back, she's just like,
she's so angry.
stop it.
Drew
Come here.
Lynn said,
Come
"Hey, Levi the Giant, how much for one of them backwashers?"
Have your own bone.
Let's see. People are saying the mic is quiet, so I'm gonna turn it up.
Sorry. We'll be louder too. We'll try to be loud.
Okay, so it's up all the way. Put it down a little bit. I don't think that did anything. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's
We're
okay.
here with limited means around here.
Yeah, we wanted to do the live chat outside, but it's windy and it's really hot today, so
There's no
Yeah.
shade at 2 o'clock, at least in my yard.
if who wants to sit and direct sunlight
Yeah.
for an hour?
Lucy Gay. Still trying to steal ladies' bowl.
If you just said, yep, Mel, that's what I was saying. So by the way, Jaylena, you're holding some precious cargo there. She's so cute, little Ember.
She is.
I think so. Mel said she's teething, and I've been suspicious, but I don't know what it looks like. So I still have haven't looked at her gums.
Well, I mean, if you
You
just,
see that white,
so, right here on her face, you see,
Give me that. Give it.
She just
Give
keeps
it.
sticking
Give
out her
it.
tongue.
okay, see right here on the
Give me
white?
that.
Yeah, you see that white right there on the bottom?
Uh-huh.
And see how her gum has that ridge line on it right there?
Yeah.
That's how you know, because the gums right there on the top, how it has that ridge, it's softening, so that way the teeth can come out.
And now she's mad because I touched it. Here.
Ow.
Here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You want that?
Now you got some.
She likes to stick her tongue out now too a lot.
Yeah.
Baby gets
But
so
yeah, when you
picky
see that, when you
it's
see them get that, like, it almost looks like a plateau in their mouth,
Yeah.
that's when you know that they're gonna have stuff popping through, at least in my experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Good to know, because it's definitely there.
Yeah.
She's gonna have some teeth there pretty soon.
Yeah. The two little bottom ones are gonna come up, and then she's gonna have a little toothy smile.
Leslie just said gutted looked like a whole lot of fun from what I saw from Bart. Oh, Ember.
Take her. Amber.
Do you want to play with Bill?
Yeah, come here with me. Yeah, see? We're friends.
I was kind of disappointed in the whole event itself. Like the building part, they did great organizing, but the actual festival part was non-existent.
Oh.
There was literally no festival, really. There was a group there though called the Escapees, and they really made the difference in actually making it fun for the people who are just attending and not a part of any of the building process. So shout out to Escapees. They're a really cool organization and group that you can join, and they do their own event every year too. So I talk about Lynn in the video, and my video will be out tomorrow. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but you guys can let me know how you feel about it.
I think you're gonna do amazing, because all of your videos are very entertaining and always well put together, so.
Well, this one was kind of like, I started vlogging, but then there was nothing to do, so I didn't want to film us literally doing the same thing every day, which was basically nothing.
Yeah.
So, Samantha and I just took clips here and there of video of stuff that was happening, and so I'm kind of just like, put the little bit of vlogging that I had in there, and then the rest is kind of just talking about it and then showing you guys what I'm talking about, so.
Yeah.
It's different, it's interesting.
Almost like narrative style, or almost, you know what I like to call those? I like to call those almost like documentary style. Because whenever
Yeah.
you're watching like a Netflix documentary or something, you always have the people sitting there and they're talking about their experience, and then they put like clips of what happened or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it'll be
It is
very
kinda
good.
like that.
It'll be well put together.
Yeah.
Because your videos are always good.
We'll see, we'll see.
You happy? See, I knew I'd make you happy. I knew it. I knew it.
Paul Hyman said one team does it. Oh, so if someone's asking what gutted is, yeah, there's 3 teams. There's a van, a bus, and an RV, and they gut them, and then they have to build them out within 5 days, and then there's judges, and they pick a winner.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But you get to like watch them build, but not really because they're building inside. Well, you do, but you don't. It just depends. You can't like go up there and be all up in their business.
So what do they win though? Is it like just street cred? Do they get a good prize or
I think they just win, yeah, street
street
cred.
cred?
Mhm.
Well,
they're
cool.
they're paid to be there and build.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not like they win prize money or anything.
Well, no, it's like, I guess maybe for their resume, like if they're builders, you know, it's probably just, I say street cred, but I mean more like resume clout, you know.
Well, not everyone's a builder. They have do-it-yourselfers
Oh.
who are people who are like self-taught, but then
Okay.
they also have professional builders who do it for a living, or people who just built their own rigs, which I guess would qualify as do-it-yourselfers.
Yeah,
But yeah, so they have both
I've seen some
amateurs and
do-it-yourselfers, man, that do greater work than quote-unquote professionals, you
Yeah,
know?
that's
So-
true. So have I.
Well, it's exciting even though you got to go, and I'm happy that Samantha got to make it down there and you got to visit and hang
Yeah.
out.
Well, it was nice, even if it was just like I got to go spend a week with Samantha, it would have been worth that trip.
Yeah.
So, all in all, I'm glad that we got to go and experience it. So, they did ask if Isaac and I would be interested in building, and they asked Samantha if she would be interested in building next year in the contest.
Ooh.
So,
that'd be
I
good.
told them we'd think about it, and then Samantha was like, if you guys do it, I'll do it, but I won't do it if you don't do it.
I'll tell you this much, if you guys go, because me and Gary are not necessarily van lifer or bus lifer or anything, like, we have a lot of friends that are into it, it's just we're in a different phase in our life at this moment.
Mhm.
If you guys go up there to go and build, I'll be your cheerleader. I'll come up there and spend the week with you guys. Hey, yeah, they're the best.
Well, they do it somewhere different every year, so I don't know where
Yeah.
they're gonna do it next year.
Well, just let me know. I mean,
Yeah,
you
because
know,
it was in Colorado last year, Missouri this year.
we like to travel.
Yeah. They said
You
they
know?
want to do it on the West Coast next year, so we'll see.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
I mean, we're not opposed, you know, as long as it's not in like Alaska or something, because like that's a little far.
Laura said, hopefully we can see some footage of Gutted. I definitely have a lot of footage going on.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely see some of that. Linda Harm said, Ember's all cheeks. I just want to snuggle with her.
Gerber baby. Gerber baby.
Lenora Bowers said, hey guys, Ember said that she didn't want to Mel to show her teeth. That's why
Right.
she got mad.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want to show you. It's supposed to be a surprise.
I did have a dream though, right before I got here, that Ember had two buck teeth.
By the way that her gums look, I mean, I'm no doctor. I've just had 3 kids, right? But by the look of her gums, I would be surprised if she doesn't have teeth like come November. Like I think she's probably got just a couple more weeks because they're really softening up and they're starting to get like that plateau look and like wavy right there.
Yeah.
And you can see the little white and they have to make their way up more and then you'll see it on the top of that little plateau.
Yeah.
And then you'll know, okay, they're coming. But so I think it's probably about another couple of weeks until it's at that point, but definitely by Thanksgiving. Like 100% by Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Without a doubt.
Laura said, Jaylina, you look like you've been in the sun. I did get a lot of color at Gutted, for sure. My face is really red. Elena said, I watched the first season because I follow Linnea and Akila. She lives in a van and is awesome. Do you know her? I actually talk about her in my video because I love Linnea and Akila. One of my favorite channels or influencers, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be weird and fangirl, so I did, and everyone kept going up to her, so I didn't want to be another person to go up to her and stuff.
Yeah.
And on the last day, she came up to me and was like, I don't want to be weird, but are you guys like the little Bus Life family? And I was like, Bus Life story? She's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's us. And she's like, I love following you guys. She's so sweet, so nice. And then we wound up hanging out for a couple of hours before she left that night. So that was probably one of the biggest highlights, besides like hanging out with Samantha there. But like meeting her was something that I didn't even know if she was going to be there. But then when I found out she was going, I got really excited and I'm really happy I did get to meet her.
I can't wait to see your video. I know that you've been working on it, little bits here and there. And I got all the spoilers because we've been chatting it up. And so I heard all the background stories about it and stuff. So I can't wait to see and put like a face to the name on some of the things. I've seen Samantha in your videos before,
Yeah.
but some of the other people that you were talking about from Gutted and stuff, I'm looking forward to watching your video.
Yeah, me and Samantha hung out mostly with this guy Brad who works for Tiny Home Tours on Instagram. His name's The Average Brad. Super cool.
That's a good URL. That's goody.
He's super cool and he's an amazing photographer. And then Bree from Basically Nomads, she hung out with us pretty much every day too. And so that's who we spent the most time with. But we all, like, I got to meet Dual X and some other people. And then Shane Dennis was busting his butt the entire time.
Getting it, huh?
Yeah, he worked so hard. He was so professional and took it very seriously. He was a nomad, which is like the crew that helps the builders while
Yeah.
like that extra hand.
Mm-hmm.
And he they all were, but
The gopher. That's usually my job.
yeah.
The extra hand, the
He was into
gopher.
Avita said, I have to say this time is way more comfortable watching than the 3 a.m. lives. I try to be there, but I don't make it. Or if I make it, I don't comment that much. So I am in a different time zone right now.
Yes.
And I'm kind of doing a random time because I usually go live in Oregon at 5 o'clock, which means it's 7 o'clock here.
Yeah.
And I've always gone live at 7, and I just figure if I do it at 5 there, it's early, but not too late.
Yes.
Early on the West Coast, not too late on the East Coast.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad time. It's really not. The thing that does suck is our international subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, especially at this point, and I love all the international subscribers. They're so funny, and usually very kind and stuff. But the thing is especially now that you have a baby, you have got to figure out whatever time slot that works for you and your family.
For her.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it works for her, it's gonna work for you, right? If it don't work for her, it ain't gonna work for you.
Well, for a while, her nap time was 5 o'clock, so
Yeah.
I couldn't go live at 5, and I started going live at 4.
Because it was just a little bit earlier, but then you run the risk of her being tired.
No, yeah, then
Yeah.
she was grumpy, and then sometimes I just wouldn't go live at all because she was grumpy, and I didn't want to have to deal with the grumpy baby trying to answer comments and
Yeah.
stuff.
It'll probably fluctuate too, you know, as time goes on, and that's okay. It's life,
Yeah.
you know.
Charles said, I know a spot in Oregon that might be a good spot for Gutted. Well, reach out to Gutted and tell him, let him know what's up. Charles said, time for teas equals time for rice, question mark. People say you can give her rice milk at this point, which they say it'll help her sleep, but I've tried and it does nothing to help her sleep. She still will wake up and want more. So I'm just still giving her milk, and when she's about 6 months, I'll start giving her more solid food and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're doing great.
yeah, you're doing a,
You're doing
you are
great.
a natural mother. You are just like a natural mother, natural instinct, just you, it just kicks in. She's a happy baby, very, very healthy, beautiful. You and Isaac done perfectly good. And I'm telling you, like, you are just a natural mother. You're very attentive, and you know what she needs. You can just read each other. A lot of it is instinctive.
Yeah.
And you're a great mom. You're a really great mom.
Thank you. I just.
You
all
could-
my
you could-
instincts, I guess.
You can tell that me and Gary haven't had a baby for a long time, and we're kind of enjoying this.
Yeah.
We are thoroughly enjoying it.
She's enjoying it. She's been enjoying meeting new people. She's not so clingy towards me these days. She is to an extent, but
Well,
she's.
you're a mama.
Yeah, she
Trust
follows you. I mean, like if I was holding her and you're like, go and do the restroom or do whatever, right? Little bits, and I'm holding her. You walk out of the room and her head does on a swivel.
Yeah.
What?
Where is she?
Where's she going?
All 3 of our kids, though, like, all 3 of our kids, and it would be all about daddy when, it's just me and them. But as soon as you get home, they're like, Mom's home.
Yeah, they'd be like, screw you, I want mom.
I'm like, man, what the heck?
Kimmy J did a $10 super chat. Yay, made it. Hello, Jaylina and friends, and especially Ember. Thank you, Kimmy.
Very nice of you. Thank you.
She's not doing terrible at sleep. She's just been eating more, so she'll
That's a bird.
be fussy at night, like while she's asleep, and I'll just pop a bottle in her mouth, and she'll eat and go right back to sleep. Seed Sower said you're going to be 1 mile from me when you come through Oklahoma. Oh, that's cool. I wish I could stop, but I'm trying to get to where I'm going like as fast as possible because I drive while Ember sleeps, and so it's like I have a very distinctive like 2-hour time frame while I'm driving. Dory Rogers said Ember's the star of the show.
She's always the star of the show. You're the star. Mama was the star until Ember came around.
No, Mama's still the star, but Ember's a big shining star too.
Best Life Story said, look at my baby.
She's so adorable. You guys did so good.
Evita said, how's Abe's throat doing?
Abe actually he's doing good, man. He's doing really good. He doesn't have a cold or anything. I honestly think it's allergies. If you hear my voice sounds a little bit raspy and kind of a little yuck, but I honestly think it's just allergies. The other day I just was having a coughing fit. I just could not stop coughing. And it was only because of the allergies, because once I came back inside, I wasn't really coughing as much. So we give him some cough drops, and he's good though. They're all at school right now. They'll be home soon.
Yeah. And then they're gonna love up Miss Ember and overstimulate her with the toys in her face and just
My
They
kids,
love playing with the baby.
they do. The kids have been loving playing with Ember. As soon as they come home, they're like, "Where's baby? Where's she at?" And they all want to go flock to her, and they're all shaking rattles like 2 inches away from her face. And I'm like, "Calm down, kids. She's a baby. Overstimulation."
Yeah.
But they're just so excited.
And I mean, it helps her sleep too. Voodoo Kid 08 says, has she had her first laugh yet? She had her very first laugh about a month ago. And then I haven't got her to laugh since, but lately at Gutted, I was changing her clothes, and she just started dying laughing just for me like touching her and changing her clothes, and she's been super giggly ever since. She's ticklish now.
Wait, and that grumpy baby. I'm gonna put you back on the knee. You ready? Wee, the grumpy baby. Wee, that grumpy. Do you want that? You wanna hold it?
She said no.
No, we could just bounce. We will.
Georgia Peach did a $100 super chat. Happy travels, Jalina. Thank you so much. That'll definitely help with our travels for sure.
Gas money.
Yeah. That'll be gas money for our way back to Oregon.
Me. Here. Can you see the phone? Can you see the phone? She's like, I don't know. Don't be squawk box. No squawk box. What's this? What's this? No squawk box. No squawk.
Mindy's in the house. Shelly said Mel's giving you pearls of experience.
Well, I don't like, so with new moms and other moms and stuff like that, right? I don't like telling other moms like, what to do or, you know, you should do it this way. Because everybody has their own way. It's you're a mother, and your way with your child is the best way. Period.
Yeah, but I mean,
You know?
you can still
Like, so I
soak
try to.
it in.
I try to like, oh, you know, when I had a baby, I did this, but I don't ever want to come off as pushy or like, you know, I know everything. Like, I don't want to come off that way. So.
Yeah, but I mean, if someone being like, when I had a baby, I did this and it worked for me,
Yeah.
versus you need to do this, or
Yeah,
you, know,
right.
you should be doing that, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, there's a way to say it and a way to
I do love.
make it not pushy and stuff.
I do love babies though. If they could just stay little babies forever. But no, my baby factory is closed down. I'll just have to wait another decade or two, probably two. Hopefully two. For some grandkids. But.
Ruth Hutchins did a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much, Ruth.
So
We
sweet.
appreciate it. And Pam Polites did a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Pam.
So
This
sweet.
is all 100% going back into the gas tank. I think that the price of gas is going to be more expensive on my ride back to Oregon versus here. And I thought it was going to be, I was telling Mel earlier, I thought it was going to be cheaper coming out this way.
Yeah.
And at Walmart it is. But
Yeah.
at Love's, where I usually sleep and then wake up and get gas, it's like $1 more.
Which
than it
is
at
so
Walmart.
crazy. And I really, like, I was hoping that the closer we got to the end of this year that we'd see a much larger decrease in the gas. You know, I mean, yes, gas has gone down by like 10 cents, but, you know, last year when gas out here was $1.30 and now it's, you know, $4, that 10 cents doesn't darn, you know? It's like, I'd rather it be, can we at least get back down to $2? Like, at least $2? Like, or even, heck, I'll even take $2.50, $3.
Yeah.
This $4 business is just for regular.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
gas is even more, or diesel's even more expensive.
Yep. And then everything's going up inside the grocery stores and whatnot because the truckers have to, you know, it has to get made up somewhere.
Yeah. Makes total sense. Rachel X said, on the road using speech to text, listening to Ember, star of the show.
Hi Tim. Go reach life. What's going on?
Kenny J said, yes, and amen. What?
The ball. You have it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm like, where'd it go?
Is she hungry?
We're gonna try.
Baby.
She's getting a little squawky.
Oh. Do you see the squawky box? You want some? If you don't want it, we'll just keep playing. You want some? No, maybe not. We'll try.
No, she's like resisting.
Resisting. We'll just keep bouncing. We'll just keep bouncing.
I just want to say I appreciate you so much.
I just want to say I appreciate you letting me have this baby so much because it's like I can get the baby fever out, right? I can I can, you know, and babies, they smell like new babies, like they.
Well,
Well, I mean, you wash them and it's not like it's, you know, but you know, puppies have like that puppy smell, and you get like all the squishies from the puppies. Well, babies are like that, but on steroids. So at least for me, I love babies. They're so sweet, and I don't really know anybody that has any little babies at this point in my life right now. All like the youngest kids that I'm around is like my son. Yeah, you know, and he's 5 in kindergarten, so.
Being around a baby
A
anymore.
baby. So nice.
Oh, Ember.
What can try. Maybe. You want to be back on to me?
She's doing her little fake
Yeah,
cry.
she is. She's faking it. And she's like, I got your number. I got your number.
Kimmy J said yes and amen. Sweet, I think she meant sweet, simple life reclaimed. Each mom has their own rhythm with their own child.
Yes. Yes. They do. And there's not, there's not everything is good. Every child is different. Every person is different. So, like, even with my 3 kids, I couldn't do the same thing with every single one of them. You have to change it up because they're all individuals.
Yeah.
So, but you're doing a fabulous job. You really are, honestly. And Isaac seems like such a great dad too.
It's a really good dad.
So
I got
she-
very, Ember and I both got very, very lucky.
We're gonna get you down. We're gonna get you
Melissa
down.
Meltzon said diesel in Arizona is over $5 and Tuscan is cheaper than around Phoenix. Yeah, it's over $5 here.
Oh my gosh. I don't even look at diesel prices. I just look at like what the.
Yeah, it was like $5.30 at Love's and then like $4.30 at Walmart.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And I know, unfortunately, you think it'll be more expensive in Texas.
I don't know. I'll find out. I'm
You're
gonna find out.
Make sure to film that on your travels if you can.
Yeah, I usually do throw like how much I pay for gas at each stop.
Yeah.
Cheryl said gas in California is $5.69 to $6.50 and up.
No.
I thought about going through California on my way back, and then I decided against it because I feel like it'd be too expensive to just drive through it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna avoid California
Have you
altogether.
ever taken the trip on the PCH though? Ever in your whole life?
What's the PCH?
Pacific Coast Highway. It's like Highway 1, and it goes all the way up from Southern California all the way up to Washington, like the entire coast.
I've driven almost the entire coastline of Oregon,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Never been to California.
At some point in your life, yeah, maybe when gas prices go down a little bit. That's gotta be a bucket list thing since you're living over there because it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
But you know what? You guys do have the coast of Oregon right there too.
and it's
That's gorgeous.
beautiful. Probably my favorite spot in Oregon is the coast. There's
Yeah.
really pretty spots on the coast.
You know what's
Yeah.
gorgeous about Oregon's coast is it's not necessarily sandy beaches. It's like really rocky, but the weather up there with the clouds and the sunsets over there are just
Yeah,
sunsets on the west coast.
they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never, well, I guess I have been to the East Coast. I spent time in Florida and North Carolina. That's it. Juju Gypsy Journey said, how long do you plan to stay around Texas? I'm visiting Bridget, who just had a baby too. She's a month behind Ember, and I'll be visiting her for a couple days once I get to Texas. Then my mom's flying in for a week, and I'll be spending time with her and my sister. And then Jessica will fly here when my mom flies out, and then I'll spend the rest of my time in Texas with Jessica, her parents, and then I'll be headed back. So I think 2 weeks-ish total.
You're gonna have a great time. I'm excited for you to be able to see Bridget. And don't forget when you do see her, let her know that she
Scissors,
changed.
yeah.
She changed my life. She changed my life.
She cut the pizza with scissors.
Yeah.
And
So a long while back, you were
Wait,
over.
what?
So when I cut the pizza, so the pizza. Remember how I take out some scissors once in a while? Like, why are you using scissors? Because you always use the darn pizza roller thing, right?
Yeah.
And I don't like using the pizza roller. And I'll usually either take like a butcher
I've
knife
never
or I'll
seen you
use the
use
scissors.
before.
I do use the scissors with the pizza.
Well, now it's gonna explain.
When are you-
Me seeing you. I know. I always see you take out the big old chopping knife and whatnot. I'm like, why are you taking all that? Like,
No, the scissors in the block right there, the blue ones, are the pizza scissors because they're extra long like this.
first time I heard about this.
When do you watch me cook, baby?
I don't really watch you cook that much, but I'm just saying. But I don't know.
Let her know she changed my life. I will let the girl know that she changed my darn life.
That's nuts.
So you take the frozen pizza out, and after you're done cooking it, you let it cool just like a little tiny bit, just so that way you're not burning your hands. And then you take the scissors and you just cut it in half, and then you cut it in half the other way, and it changed my life. It changed my game. Ask Julia about the scissors.
I've never seen this. I don't know. You're blowing my mind on this one.
I'm gonna show you the video from a long time ago. She was staying over with Bridget,
Yeah.
and it was like you were roommating with her and stuff. And
Yeah.
we'll have to link to that. We'll have to
I don't
link to it.
know if it's still,
On there.
yeah. It might, I mean, it's still up, it might be unlisted though. I'll have to check.
It was from a long time ago.
Yeah, it was from like 2.5 years ago, maybe 3. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Donna S said, do Gary and Mel have a channel not familiar things? Yes, they are Simple Life Reclaimed. That's their channel. Right now we are in the basement of their soon-to-be home that they're building completely by themselves. Well, on their own with,
Oh, you got burnt now.
Oh,
That's okay. I can see that face. Yeah, so and Gary is super smart. He has just figured everything out with the help of YouTube and construction books and then talking to professionals and stuff. And we completely built it. This basement, we've kind of turned it into like a small house, like a 1-bedroom apartment sort of. And we do have 3 kids, so the main front room, we have a triple bunk bed and that's where the kids stay. And then the back area, that'll be our storage, is like our bedroom for now. We do plan to build a cabin up on top. This is not the end goal of what we're in right now, but it's way better than our 5th wheel trailer that we were living in. Like, we so needed the space.
yeah.
So yeah.
Fred Field did a $15 super chat, said have a safe trip home. Thank you so much, Fred. But yeah, you guys have to go check out Simple Life Reclaimed if you're not familiar. I'm sure most of you are, but love their channel. They're doing great things here. They had started with such a, I don't know, it looks so different.
A quad trail.
Yeah.
That we got a property, so this property we actually share with my brother and Roxanne, and they have a YouTube channel too. They're Country Road Cure, and they are doing a shed to house. And so they have 2 sheds. One of them they've already finished building, and the other one they're building right now. And it's a family compound type property. So we're gonna have multiple dwellings on one property. It's 41.36 acres, and we're just trying to have, I guess, 2 separate homesteads, but at the same time a shared homestead.
Yeah.
Like we have to have that separation because otherwise you'll drive each other nuts with 2 different families, you know?
Yeah.
But it's 2 families, 1 property, and it's a beautiful thing. So they've got the shed house thing going on, and we've got the cabin build.
Yeah. And their shed house is really coming along. Like they did a smaller one that's done and it's beautiful.
Yeah, the cedar roof, gorgeous.
I made Drew a moderator. That's what I was doing.
Yay!
Because he was asking Mindy to drop a link, so I just made him one so he can do it if he wants to.
Take my hat off. I'm getting hot.
Tom Allen said Simple Life Reclaimed and Sam are the only 2 that can hold Ember anytime. Well, outside of family, well, and Mindy too.
I will say she is like the sweetest baby. Maybe she'll be a lot like you and like me and just be a vibe person.
Maybe.
Maybe we share vibes.
Probably.
You
I
know?
feel like she is gonna be a lot like Isaac though because she has no chill.
Oh.
Like she can't just like, sit down and chill and entertain herself, which she does before she goes to bed at night, but all throughout the day,
Well, she also
she's
is
go.
really little too. You know.
Yeah.
The entertaining herself part is what I'm saying. She might be able to do that. Right now, she's still really little. They don't know how. Yeah, I see how she's all make excuses for me, you know.
Well, at night she'll get fussy. Like even if I'm holding her and I'm trying to soothe her, and she'll just be fussy the entire time. And if I know that she's tired and ready for bed, I'll just lay her down on the bed, and she'll stop being fussy and just coo and talk to herself and go right to sleep.
Yeah. Well, from what I've seen, she seems to be a super awesome baby.
Yeah.
She hasn't been a problem at all. Because some babies, they just cry and cry and cry. She cries appropriately.
Yeah.
Like,
She
she's
does
fine.
cry, but it's not like
All babies cry, but she's not just like wailing constantly.
she's great. I'm grateful.
She's a good one.
Where was that? Oh,
Do you want some
Nanny's
positive?
Fidel said Mel and Gary, will there be more babies in your future?
No, unfortunately, there won't be any more in my future. I got spayed.
unless for whatever reason God has a
Unless
different
it's
plan and it
Yeah.
just miraculously happens,
Yeah, that's the only way. But after I had my last, each pregnancy was very difficult on my body physically. Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
And after the third, I was just like, I didn't think I could do it again after the second one. And then the third one was a total surprise. And I'm grateful and I love all of my children, absolutely. But after I had Abraham, they were like, well, since you wanted to get this done before you got pregnant with him, do you want to go ahead and get it done now? And
Yes.
yes, and I got it done, so I can't. Maybe that's why I'm extra like, oh, the baby, because I know it's like, my days are over, I know it's over with, but maybe that's why I'm extra. Hey, do you want the bubble? You want some bubbles?
Oh, I'm there.
You want some?
Did you take a not so long nap and you're grumpy now?
A little bit.
Debbie Herman said, Julie, are you still going to go through Las Vegas after the DFW area? That was my original plan, but it really depends because it would add quite a bit more time onto our route back. So I don't know, I guess you guys are gonna have to wait and see if we decide to go through Vegas or just head straight back to Oregon. You'll see. Melody said, is Isaac on? He was earlier. I don't know if he still is. I might just be playing in the background. Earth to Chrissy just got here. Earth to Chrissy just put out her vlog from when she came and visited us at the shop if you guys want to go check that out. Melissa and Miss Sunny Slope says hello. Hope y'all are doing well. Hi, I haven't seen you guys in a while. Alice did a $20 super sticker with the daycare. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Alice. You are amazing.
That's so nice of you.
Love Child said I had 2 C-sections and got tied off with the last 17 years ago.
Yep. And again, that's up to the woman, absolutely 100% on to deciding how large or small she decides to have her family. There's no right answer for that either.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you know how many kids you want to have before you even have kids.
Yeah.
For the most part, or when you get pregnant, then you really start thinking, do I want to have more kids? And how far apart do I want them to be?
Yeah.
How many do I want to have?
And again, there's no right answer. I know plenty of people that are one and done, and I also know people that have literally 10, 12 children. And then I know people that have never had any and never intend on, and there's no right answer for that because it's everybody's life and
Everyone's different.
everyone's different,
Levi and Isaac both jumped on real quick to say that we're still playing in the background. They're just working on the bus.
Well, thanks, guys.
They're working on the big bus, and that's one thing that I really want to get back for because I want us to build it together. But they're doing like the hardest stuff anyways right now, so I'll let them get that done. Do you want to pull my hair? How sweet. She wants to pull her hair.
Do you want to?
She likes to yank the hair.
That's okay. I got a tough head. I got a tough head. If it don't make you happy.
Juju Gypsy Journey said, my bet is that you will head straight back to Oregon from Texas, and I can't blame you if you do. There's no place like home with your bus life family. That's true.
Plus,
Very
I
true.
know you want to get onto the big bus.
Yeah, I'm really excited about us finishing the big bus for sure. Paul Honeyman said, Gary, the best part about Mel handling kids these days is she gets to give them back and let you laugh out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Here. You want it back?
Oh, she's so sweet.
She is so sweet. I think she has a burp in there. I keep trying to work it out of her.
Yeah.
I think she's got one in there.
Ninth Element and Bus Life Story dropped Earth to Chrissy's video if you guys want to go watch it. Drew said, Levi didn't give me a price on that backwashing.
Scrubbing bubbles.
That was fun.
Oh man, that was pretty funny. You turn it on and that's the first thing that we see. I was like, what in the world?
Dean Nanya said, what did Julina have to say about Levi washing Isaac's back? As soon as I turned it on, that's what you see, the first thing, and I was just like, what in the world are they doing? Did they put this on the internet?
Well,
Well,
you know,
Isaac said last time he got diesel all over him, he didn't wash it off right away, and it like really messed with his skin.
Probably burnt him. Burnt him really good.
Yeah, so he had to have somebody help him there. Oh. Well, we have 10 minutes left in this live chat. Do you guys want to do a simple fun takeover of the chat, and then I'll hold it for
You getting jitters. You're like, oh my god. You look at, see? I told you she wanted it.
Oh my goodness.
I told you she wanted it.
Come here.
Here, go see Mama's.
Come here.
I'll take over the comments now, guys.
Simple live takeover.
We'll take over the comments. Alright. Barbie Serna says, sorry I'm late. Hey Jaylena, Ember, Mel, and Gary. Hi Barbie. Good to see ya. Melody, his blessed Calkins says, good job, Gary. Probably.
playing with the baby.
Yeah, keeping her busy. Sandy Mac, hey Jaylena, hey everyone, great to see ya. Love from Ireland.
Wow, I love Ireland.
Me
Hello.
It's so green. I've never been, but it's every picture that I've seen it in.
That's
You
the
know,
place that I want to go.
Yeah, it's
wanna
on
go
my
there,
bucket
too.
list for sure.
I want to kiss the farmstead.
One of my favorite movies is
do.
P.S. I Love You, and ever since I've seen that movie, I've always loved Ireland, but I was like, I gotta go now.
Yeah.
It's so sad though. It's such a sad movie.
Avita says, you almost had her to sleep, Mel. Almost. I did have her to sleep before,
Before the live
yeah,
chat.
before the live chat. I still think she's got a burp in there. Maybe she's working up something for the other end.
Yeah, maybe.
Cause she was doing the gas stretch, I think. I don't know.
The gas stretch.
Yeah. James Bernard, all having fun on the road trip. You having fun?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like Ember is, I mean, she was born to be a bus life baby. She loves it on the road.
Okay.
I think she's much happier in a bus than she is in any type of other housing.
Yeah. Well, she's definitely used to it,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, see, she's gnawing on that thing, teething. Telling you.
You won't be under town.
That's always the roughest part when they're teething, I'm telling you. Because they just get the fevers and then they get all just like,
I can imagine that busted through your gums.
Mhm.
Poor babies.
I know.
they're all
I mean,
delirious or something, I don't know, but
I just think back to when I was getting my wisdom teeth and stuff, and oh, that was painful.
yeah.
And you know, you have to go through the surgery to get wisdom teeth out and everything. I could have, obviously not babies don't go through surgery, but like just the pain that I had in my jaw and the headaches and
Yeah.
everything that I had when I was getting wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
I feel for you, sister. I feel for you.
Oh.
Patty S says, we went to Ireland on a cruise. I was amazed that the trees go right up to the road. In the US, the grass is turned back from the road before the tree line.
Yeah.
Cindy says, Mel is still paying attention to the baby and not the chat. I'm looking at the chat. I just can't help but look over it. Do you blame me? Do you blame me?
Who can resist?
Who can resist?
Who can resist?
She's so sweet. Ninth Element, good to see everyone. Gotta go. Much love.
Bye, Mindy.
Much love.
Say
Ninth
bye,
Element,
Mindy.
Mindy. Paul Honeyman, Jaylena, people are asking how much it would cost to buy the peach as is.
I've said before I'd be willing to let it go for 20 grand as is, because the thing is it's only gonna cost $6,000 to fix it, and that's $15,000 less than I'm asking for it. But if I fix it myself, I can sell it for so much more, so I don't know that I really want to sell it as is. But
Yeah.
I'd consider it, maybe, for the right person.
So maybe they should have, anybody that's super interested should send you an email.
I mean, yeah,
Or,
can't hurt, you know.
can't hurt.
Worst I could say is no, but
Yeah,
you never know. I could be like, yeah, I can get it.
I guess it just depends, right?
Yeah.
Christian Holbrook, hey, good to see you in here, girl. Haven't seen you in a really long time. She subscribed to our channel too.
Yeah, I haven't. Well,
Fun fact, that when we had our very first giveaway and our channel had just barely hit 500 subscribers, not even 1,000 hustling having to anything, right? Christian Holbrook actually won our very first giveaway,
oh, that's cool.
our 500 subscriber giveaway.
I think she was the very first person to ever leave her wild merch,
Oh, that is so
or
awesome.
at least the first person to post that.
Yeah. first person to sport the merch, selfie in it or something. Amber, is this the SLR? Is this SLR's basement? Yes, we're inside our basement right now. There's a lot more. We're kind of just sitting up against the wall, but yeah, this is the basement. Gary and I built. Mostly Gary.
No, don't say that. Stop saying that.
Hey,
you
did
helped a lot.
You did all the
much.
I've
heavy lifting.
seen videos. You do a lot.
So did you. You brought me all the blocks. You know, we both moved the blocks. We both, you know, you did just as much as I did. Stop saying that.
Okay, well, you had all the smarts and the know-how.
So,
You has the smarts.
anybody could do it. It's just research. Just having to retain that information.
But yeah, this is our basement. There's still gonna be a whole cabin built upstairs or up there. We just haven't gotten around to it yet. We literally just moved into this basement like within the last 2 weeks. We started sleeping in here and got out of the trailer. We're not even fully moved into it yet. We still have stuff inside the trailer that needs to get out of there. Gotta do a deep clean of the trailer, and then be fully moved into the basement. And we still have a little bit of drywall to do in the bathroom. It's not all finished, but it's finished enough to where we could live in here comfortably without being on top of each other in the trailer. And Jaylina is actually, besides Brittany was the very first company, but that's my niece, so but you're our first friend that's ever stayed over here. Our very first, yeah, you're our first friend to stay the night.
It's been really wonderful too.
Yeah, I'm so happy that, seriously, I feel so happy that you were able to include us on your trip.
Me too. I'm very, very, very happy we got to actually make this whole trip happen because for a minute I was like, oh dang, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go. My bus just blew up. We don't have another one to use. So just being able to make it happen and being able to follow through with the plans that we made, like it's been really great. I'm really grateful.
Cindy Brown says, I was there around 42 subs, Mel. I know, Cindy, I love you, girl. I know that you were around since the very, very, very beginning. There's actually a couple of people in here like that we share subscribers with. And I definitely recognize you guys and I see you guys. I just hadn't seen Kristen in our chat in a really long time. That's why it just sparked my my memory about that. That's all. That's all I was saying. Avita was there at 500. You were. R. May says, hashtag just a thought. Jaylina, have you thought about getting Ember an amber necklace for the teething? Frozen baby washcloths are amazing teething tools.
I don't know what an amber necklace is.
So they're, I don't know if it's the same thing that she's thinking about, but I never used them, but I know friends that did use. They're almost like, remember going to kindergarten? If I could totally be off base on what you're talking about. But they're teething necklaces, so they break apart really easy, so they don't choke themselves. But you remember when you went to kindergarten and you had those little rubber beads, and you would just kind of pop them together?
I
Just
know.
Pop, pop, pop. Well, they sell things like that for babies for teething.
Oh, they have these like
That's
they're
probably something else than what she's talking about, but that's what I thought of.
they're not called amber necklaces, I don't think, but they have these like fashion necklaces for mom, and they're cute, but they're like I don't know, they're for teething babies.
Yeah.
So they're like longer for you, and then if you're holding your baby, they just grab your necklace and teeth on your necklace.
Yeah.
Which I really like those. I want to get some, but I need to make sure that I'm budgeting for gas before I buy anything for myself. So whenever I get back to Oregon, I'm really considering getting some of those because they are really cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
But it's genius because she's always chewing on my shirt and, you know,
Yeah, your shirt, your hair.
my hands.
Yeah.
The days of a sopping wet shirt and shoulder for just
yeah.
ever.
The first night that I was here, I finally got Amber to fall asleep and I went and put her on your bed. And then I went to the bathroom and I had one side was covered in drool and the other side had puke all over it. And I didn't even know she spit up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm the epitome of a new mom right now.
Well, Gary used to walk around, you know those spit rags that you can throw over your shoulder for the babies. Gary used to just live with one on his shoulder at all times. We wouldn't even have the kids would be over at Grandma's house, and it was almost like a part of his wardrobe. He'd get up, get dressed, and put the spit rag on. and the kids would be at Grandma's house, and he'd be walking around with a spit rag on.
Well, she doesn't spit up enough for me to have to use those.
Yeah.
It's very rare that she actually spits up.
Yeah, it was mostly for drool. It was
Yeah.
mostly
Well,
just for the drool.
yes.
100%.
Oh, you got some.
I've gotten it bad from the
He's
kids,
gotten
so I was
it
like,
so
nope,
bad.
I'm preparing myself for this, man. No, like,
Bad.
Ember
Bad.
almost drooled in my mouth one time, but I closed it just in time.
Dan says, give Gary the phone so he could read it and the chat and answer everyone. Gives Gary something to do. Ready? Hot potato.
I'm horrible at this.
Teamwork.
Teamwork
see.
makes the dream work, guys.
Hot potato, hot
We
potato.
probably don't
Rudolph
have a whole lot of time
says,
left
uh,
anyway. It's fine.
What is your favorite part of motherhood?
Yeah, what is your favorite part of motherhood?
Being Ember's mom. Like, I don't know, and I feel such a special connection with her that, I don't know, that's a part of the reason why I don't want to have any more kids. I grew up in a really big family,
Yeah.
and I didn't think I was gonna have kids at all. So having Ember is a huge blessing, and I want to just give her every ounce of love and attention that I have to offer, and that's my favorite part, is just being her mom and being able to do that for her. And
Well,
then-
you're a really good mom.
and-
You're a natural.
and it gets stronger every single day. You don't think you can love them more, and then you just wake up the next day and you love them even more, and your heart hurts more because there's so much love. And
Oh yeah. The moment it's almost undescribable. The moment that you bring that person into the world, right? At least for me, I literally felt like my heart was being like ripped out of me. Like I literally felt like I've never felt like that much love. It's almost like the Grinch, right? The heart grew 5 times its size. Like I literally felt like once the baby was out and into the world, my first child, Julia, that was the first time that I ever experienced that. And then when I had my second, I was like, when I was pregnant and I was gonna have her, I was like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'll ever feel that again. Like I know I'm gonna love this baby, but I don't know if I'll ever. No, that same feeling, but just got like. So now there's 2 equal parts, and then I had a third, and it was just. Now there's 3 parts of it, and it was just, I don't know, it's very difficult to describe, but I know you know what I'm talking about because you have her.
The RMA says the baby can wear them without choking hazard, and they're found on Amazon or even Target. But she says also in another one that the amber is natural healing properties for the teeth.
Oh, okay, so it's probably not what I was thinking. It's probably not one of those like bead things. It's something probably
Well,
totally
Timmy J's saying amber teething necklaces are made of Baltic amber, fossilized tree resin, body heat triggers the release of tiny amount of oil. It has a analgesic. I don't even know how to say that word.
I'll have to look them up. Because I don't think I've
Effect
ever
on
heard
swollen,
them.
sore gums works amazingly. Yeah, I can do math, but I can't. English and reading, that's not my strong
I can
suit.
do math, but I can't read.
That's why I like reading manuals versus like anything else or like blueprints because
Has a lot of numbers.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
numbers and it's the same thing where it's like, okay, I know exactly what that means.
Gary is actually a very smart guy, but yeah, English is not his strong suit. But
Well,
he's
I
a
don't
very
math,
smart guy.
so we're like the complete opposite.
Yeah, I'm like 1 + 2 = banana. So like,
If I have to math, it's a calculator, or Isaac, what's up?
Yeah.
Something something plus times something
that's
something.
how that is with this one.
Let's see. Let's see. I told you I'm horrible at this. Patty S says, I'm glad I have 3 kids. None of my kids want children of their own, and at least I know they will have each other when I'm gone.
It's true. Yeah. Ember's gonna have like 15 cousins on my side and 2 cousins on Isaac's side, so she'll have plenty of cousins to grow up with.
Oh yeah, like my brother and Roxanne, they have 1, and they're not planning on having any more as of right now. You never know, in the future things might change, but Wyatt is 8 years old, and they have pretty much decided they're one and done, and that's fine. But Wyatt does have my kids that he's always playing with and stuff, so he has cousins that he's really close with. She's gonna have a lot of cousins and stuff. Plus all the van life babies and all the
Yeah.
adventures and
All of
everything. You know?
our nomad cousins, we'll have a
Yeah.
lot of those too.
She'll have Wysa down.
Yeah, the founder, I think, of Descend on Bend, gave us a ride up to the top on the last day they go up to the crater or whatever, and he was just saying how his kids every single year get so excited because they get to go see their descendant cousins.
Yeah.
And they get to see them every year, and she's gonna come back too. Because
She will.
that's an event we go to every year, and I'm sure that there's other events that we'll wind up starting to go to every single year once we're on the road.
Oh, it's gonna be such a beautiful life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for her. She's got 2 really cool parents. She's gonna have such a good life.
And I mean, we'll stop here every time we come to Arkansas.
Please do.
Or pass through.
Yeah,
anyway.
please do. It's gonna be, and every time that you come, it's just gonna keep getting better and better and better. And it's gonna keep, we're just gonna keep going. And then eventually we'll have most of the stuff done, and then we'll be able to go do some more exploring in the hills
Yeah.
and find even cooler, more cool secret spots,
Yeah. You got some pretty cool secret spots here.
We do have some pretty, actually, we actually took Jaylina to a couple of our really cool secret spots the last couple of days. And you guys will be seeing that. If you guys want to see what we've been up to out here during her visit in the last couple of days, we're going to be having that go live like soon. Like as soon as it's finishing uploading, I don't know where it's at percentage-wise, but it's done and it's uploading. It'll be out today on our channel. So if you want to see what Jaylina's been up to out here, go
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, so that'll be up right after
Some secret
ish.
spots.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't checked it. I don't know what percentage it's at. So I can't say, oh yeah, as soon as this. I have no idea because it's been a working morning this morning.
Well, I'm excited to watch it. I'm definitely gonna share it whenever it comes out too. So
You haven't even seen it yet. No,
I
but
know.
Gary has. I literally finished it and was like, all right, upload.
do y'all usually watch it back when you're done editing?
Gary doesn't watch anything that I do.
I do sometimes, but
He's like, I live it, honey. I don't need to watch it.
Me and he's got a point.
that's just my, I don't know.
I
I'm
watch
more
them all
of a-
because I edit them all.
Yeah. Live in the moment type of person.
Yeah.
That's who I am. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's okay. Gary actually did a lot of recording too. So
You know.
Yeah.
Good.
I love it filming.
I'm trying to, but it's hard, man.
Oh.
nah, we're.
Especially when I'm going back and forth. I'm like, nope. Throw the camera down.
Hi, baby.
But we've been
Yeah.
having a wonderful visit. I have been thoroughly enjoying our visit.
Uh-huh. So is Ember.
Yeah. You can't wait for those kids to get here, huh?
They're gonna play with you. They're gonna play with you.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I guess we're gonna jump off here. Today's my last day here. We'll probably be heading out in the morning. So we want to, and I still gotta edit. So
Yeah.
I want to be able to spend as much time as I can. So we're gonna jump off here. The kids will be here soon, and I will share Simple Life and Plans video once it comes out.
Yep.
But feel free to go over there if you haven't already and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys are notified as soon as it's posted.
Well, thank you.
And yeah, we'll see you there. And thank you guys so much for just hanging out with us today. This was a I've been kind of doing random live chats this trip anyways. So
Yeah.
those are always fun.
Well, I'm happy to be included for your random live chat. They're always a good time. They're always a very good time. We pop into as many of them when you're out there on the West Coast as you can. Yeah, it's always a fun time.
I love live chats.
Oh yeah, because you get to know your subscribers way better. They get to ask you, and it's real time, right? I love reading the comments and stuff that they leave on videos, but being in real time,
It's a little different.
it is a little bit different.
Yeah, I love live chats. I love hopping on other people's live chats and
It's
just
good
doing
stuff. It's good stuff.
I told Linnea and Akila that she needs to do a live chat because she's never done one. So if you guys follow her, go comment and tell her that I sent you over and that I said we're all looking forward to her first live chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'll pop in there too. Just, friends of Jay, I'll be your friend. She sounds like a really cool person.
She's super cool.
Sounds like a really, really cool
She's not your typical van lifer. She fly fishes and hunts, and she has a full freezer in her van for just meat that she's caught herself.
Dang.
Yeah, she's gonna spend winter in Wisconsin with her boyfriend, living in the snow, not prepping, but kind of prepping
Yeah.
their own food and canning and stuff. It's really interesting. So
Sounds like a really cool chick.
yeah, she's really awesome. So thank you guys so much for hanging out, and we will see you around when we see you. And yeah.
We'll catch you guys on the next one very shortly, guys. Stay tuned for Jaylina's video that she's gonna have out probably tomorrow, right?
Say bye, Amber. Yeah, my video will come out tomorrow at noon. I think. I don't know. I guess I'm not. I'm still. She's just drooling.
It's alright.
Bye, guys.